3, 2, 1, start.
Keep in mind, we aren't mental health professionals, so what we say isn't medical advice. We're just students speaking from experience and personal observation, so don't hesitate to check out our partners in the description and other reliable resources. We're here to help direct you there if you need it. Hello, I'm Curtis.
I'm Lyndon.
I'm Jesse.
And I'm Daniel.
Welcome to Inspire Ja podcasts, where we help inspire students to become the best versions of themselves. Inspirya is a non-profit organization where we present you, the students and young adults, with podcasts and other online services to help you keep up with the challenges you may be dealing with right now.
For today's topic, we'll be discussing how to stay productive in class. We're building off our first podcast topic of motivation.
That said, how productive do you think we've been since we posted our first podcast? It's been a few weeks since then, and it's the last month of school for the year.
Maybe with the last month, but I'm still dealing with all kinds of summative assignments, projects, essays, debates, and presentations. It is really killing me.
Yeah, having to sit through all these online classes, listening to your teacher talk nonstop, can be really annoying. You sort of need to listen to everything since all the information could pop up on tests or assignments, but you can't really bring yourself to actually do it.
I feel the same pressure when I have a heavy workload as well, and after a year of online school, I think I've finally worked out some strategies to keep myself more productive through it all.
Totally agree, Jesse. Do you want to start us off?
Sure. The main thing I've been doing is muting the notifications on my phone or putting it on Do Not Disturb when I'm in class. It's really hard to work when I'm constantly being distracted every time I hear my phone go off with a notification.
I've had to do that as well, since distractions really affect my productivity. With my phone and my pet around me, I can't even get through a few pages of homework before I'm interrupted. I usually put my phone in the wardrobe and keep my door closed when I need to concentrate, and it's pretty helpful, though it's a bit lonely.
Nice to know I'm not the only one who feels that way. Lyndon, what have you been doing recently?
Well, the other day, I created a playlist full of music dedicated to studying. I call it my study playlist. If you're someone who loves listening to music, this can help you look more forward to studying or doing homework, because you'll know you have a great playlist to listen to while you're working.
Well, I love listening to music. I wish that I could listen to music while I'm studying, but music tends to distract me. Voices are distracting because I automatically focus on hearing lyrics instead of working.
Well, listening to instrumental versions of songs instead of the regular version can help a lot with that problem. Jesse, it's a lot less distracting since there are no lyrics.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty effective strategy. I'll try that starting tomorrow. And for me, I usually rely on my self-regulation to do work. I know I have to do the work eventually, so I push myself to complete them early and productively, so I suffer less afterwards.
How do you find the motivation to push yourself to complete your work? I always end up procrastinating and not finishing it until the last hour before it's due.
Maybe try giving yourself rewards for finishing your work. Think of something you love, like a hobby, food, TV show, etc. Make that into a reward for finishing the work. You have to complete. I love playing video games, but it takes up so much of my time. Instead, I use being able to play the games as an incentive for finishing any work I have to get done.
That's a smart way of looking at it. I'll start rewarding myself with some food or something every time I finish an assignment.
If we're talking about self-regulation, planning is super important.
Like setting goals for yourself, like stuff like I will do this task at this time and all that. Because personally, staying productive is one of the hardest things when all you see are dull icons.
Yeah, exactly like that. I like to make a to-do list or goal checklist of all the work that I need to get done and when it needs to be finished. That way, I have exactly what I need to do right in front of me. It takes some time to set up, but it also saves a lot of time thinking about what I need to do.
Come to think of it, a couple weeks ago I went out of my way to create a vision board.
What's a vision board?
Well, Jesse, a vision board is basically a collage of images, pictures, and affirmations relating to your dreams and desires in life. A vision board can help be a source of inspiration and motivation to remind yourself that all the hard work and effort that you're putting into will all be worth it one day.
Oh, so it's kind of like a long-term version of the to-do list, planning out where you want to be and what you want to do in the future.
That's so smart. I think I have to go create a vision board for myself now.
On the other hand, if you're someone like me who finds it hard to stay focused for the immediate future, let alone long-term things like that, using timers works well.
Using timers, you mean for limiting the time you spend off task?
That too, but mostly for timing how long I need to stay focused, which could be maybe 20 minutes, and then taking a short timed break once it goes off. It can get a lot more work done without getting tired, since there's rest time built in.
One thing I have to add, you should always be on top of work because once it stacks, you never want to do it. You're always wanting to do it tomorrow.
So, in the end, we are all teens with a growing workload, and in this case, we need various strategies to help improve our productivity. So always remember that you're not alone, and so keep working hard to achieve a more successful future.
Okay, thank you. And the recording's done.